What is going on, guys? It's Dashdrop here, and in today's video I would like to show you how you can get SDL2 set up in Visual Studio 2022. So, the SDL2, or the Simple Direct Media Layer library, is a development library so you can make games and other types of applications. I know that SDL3 is released, but to be honest I haven't used that, so I'm gonna show this tutorial for SDL2 instead of SDL3. So, in order to install SDL2, I'm going to be using vcpkg, and if you haven't used that before, that's fine. I'm gonna show you how to install it in this video. So the very first thing you're gonna need to do is get Git if you don't already have it. So I'm gonna be linking the page in the description, but basically just install it for whatever operating system you have and then follow the instructions and you are good to go. It's very straightforward. When you have Git installed, you're gonna wanna go to the vcpkg GitHub page by Microsoft, and you're gonna wanna go to code and then copy this link right there. And I'm also gonna link this in the description, so everything is easy to find. Now, when you have copied the link, you're gonna wanna open the terminal or command prompt, or whatever you have. And you are gonna wanna, first of all, create a new folder. I'm gonna create it in the local disk, so I have this folder called dev. And I'm actually gonna open my terminal in here. But if you wanna change directory in the terminal or whatever, that's completely fine. But I'm just gonna do it this way. So first of all, what I'm gonna do is create a new directory called vcpkg, like that. And then I'm gonna change directory, go into that directory. So as you can see, we now have a folder called vcpkg. And then I'm just gonna go git, clone, and then paste the link from GitHub, press enter. And you should see the cloning and receiving objects right there. Once that is done, you have cloned everything. So now if you navigate back to the vcpkg folder you just created, you can see that you have another folder and all of the stuff is in here. So the very first thing we're gonna do is simply go /vcpkg, or actually I could just change directory to vcpkg. And then just do vcpkg. I think we actually wanna... Yes, that was it. So you only wanna call the bootstrap.bat file. And it's gonna download some things and validate and whatever. You don't need to learn anything about this, just know that you type that in and you're good to go. So now we have vcpkg up and running. So the next step I would like to do is actually add it to the environment variable. Because I will show you, if I go back to a new terminal window and I try typing vcpkg, you can see that it's not recognized. But we want to access it everywhere so we don't have to go into the folder in C dev vcpkg. So what I'm gonna do is go into environment variables. You can also just search up environment variables like that. Go to environment variables, and then you can either choose to do it for the user, so the current user, view only, or the system variables, so every user on your computer. It doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna do it for the system variables because that's where I put everything else basically. And these are old stuff. I actually don't need those anymore, but they're fine for now. So I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna copy the link to the vcpkg, and then I'm gonna go back into the environment variables. I'm gonna press new, and then just paste that in and press OK, OK, and OK once again. Now when I go into the terminal, type vcpkg, it is all good to go. Now you can access the folder from anywhere. So that's awesome. If you need to go in and update anything or install new things and you don't remember the path, or you're just a lazy programmer like me, then this is really helpful. Now I think the command is search. So you can type in vcpkg search and then SDL2, and it's gonna basically search up every library that you can install. And there you go. There are a bunch of things to install, but I'm gonna focus on SDL2, SDL2 image, and SDL2 TTF. If you wanna work with audio and stuff, then there's Mixer and there are a bunch of other things, but those are the three I'm gonna install in this tutorial. I almost forgot to show you. You have to write vcpkg integrate install before installing anything. By doing this, you basically let Visual Studio know that any dependencies or any libraries that you install are found and like automatically linked. So yeah, it says right here, you know, you can include any installed libraries, linking will be handled automatically. So you don't have to go into the project properties and, you know, link everything with the input and additional dependencies and all that. You know, it takes a lot of time. And then if you want to create a new project, you have to do it all over again. So this is the best way to do it. Trust me. So after integrating vcpkg, we're gonna go vcpkg install SDL2, SDL2 image, and SDL2 TTF, and hit enter. Now it's gonna start downloading everything. So just wait for it to finish. All right, there we go. Now we have successfully installed everything. So now you can open a project. So now this is very important because when I first set this up, I didn't get SDL2 to work whatsoever, but I found out that you actually have to define SDL_main_handled just like that, otherwise the program won't work. So I would recommend just putting that in the main file and it should work just fine. So now I can include SDL, it's gonna find the folder, so just hit enter and then SDL.h and there you go. And now you can do things like if SDL init like that. Let's include the new print library because the future is here, I don't know, just do std print line. Also, would be a good idea to change your C++ language version so you can actually use the new things. And now I just want to print out init fail and then do that and SDL get error like that. And if you're also using text with SDL TTF, you can do if TTF init. Right, I haven't included the TTF. Include SDL, SDL, TTF. So if that's -1, we want to print line, TTF, fail or whatever, and then TTF, get error. Otherwise, we can just print out hello, SDL2, just like that. So let's try to build this to make sure it all works. There we go. And you might also see this. I don't know exactly why this shows up, but it seems to not be a problem because everything's working. So now that we run this, we get hello SDL2. So now you can get started. You can create rectangles and movement and whatever, and you can start developing beautiful indie games or AAA games. I don't know, that's up to you, but that's basically gonna be the tutorial. And if you want more information, there is always the SDL2 or SDL homepage. And if you're interested in using SDL3, then there are a bunch of releases on GitHub and there is a lot of information to find. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful, and if you did, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you feel like it. And otherwise, have a wonderful day and I will see you in the next video.